But she was on song, she jumped and did everything right for him, so it's absolutely brilliant.
And an independent observer would have loved that race because of the strongest renewal yet and the three horses you wanted in a line at the last.
Yeah, the two coming behind me weren't the two I wanted coming at me, but no, in fairness, she pulled out. And listen, I'm just very lucky to have the owners I have in my yard and the staff and the horses. It's a big thanks to everyone. I'm just part of the team.
Now, how about Tiger Roll? Because I've been getting vibes of increasing confidence about him.
He's in great form, so he is. The better the ground, the better chance he has. If at least he gets into a nice rhythm, he's got a good chance. She's a great girl. She's very competent. She's won a Kerry National for me. She rides a lot of winners. She's a good worker.
Lisa O'Neill.
Lisa O'Neill, yeah. She's going to ground, hunt away and take her time. And if she's good enough, they'll have a go going second last.
And you were saying she's been working really hard and doing really well for you.
She's a great girl. She's rode a lot of winners, and she's lucky for Jigginstown. They all seem to like her, so it's great for her.
And the key with him, if he's going early, he's on a going day.
After three fences. if he jumps the first three well in a nice rhythm, we're okay.
Well, I hope he's still going well fenced for. Best of luck.
Thanks very much. Thanks.
Runners making their way out then for the JT McNamara National Hunt Chase. 18 of them. And Tiger Roll, the former Triumph Hurdle winner, is leading them out. Paul Morrison alongside me, and Paul will see bells and banjos following him out. Khaled Mad. And then Stephen Clements aboard Martello Tower, another former festival winner. It's almost a friends reunited.
It is, yeah. Tiger Rolls, let's pick up on him. I mean, all his best form round here has been over way short. It'll be a bit of shock to his system, but the man...
A little bit warm, isn't he?
Yeah, a little bit warm, blinkers on, but his trainer is in such good form. You could never underestimate him stepping a horse like this up to 4 miles.
There goes Big Bad John, narrow winner, of course, of the Reynoldstown, where he inched out Flintham last time. Dancing Shadow coming out for Victor Dartnell. He's chasing the hat-trick. And then Ed Wolf in the J.P. McManus colour.
Yeah, he's a fascinating horse. He has his... I have my doubts about him. Sometimes he just doesn't jump well enough, but I think the step up in trip will be a bonus for him. Some people are doubting his stamina, but I think he looks an out-and-out stayer.
Now, Beware the Bear is just coming up behind camera. Drying ground will suit him, won't it?
Absolutely. He's an improving horse. I really like the look of this horse. Again, Nicky Henderson's horse is in great form. He's a strapping, great big horse, a typical chasing type. And I think he'll run a massive race here.
We saw 13 Kero go through in Trevor Hemming's colours. We're about to see 12 Haymount go through the shot. And then... next through will be Flintham, and he, like one or two of the others, has got warm, hasn't he? Behind him is a Genie in a Bottle, horse number 1.
Yeah, lovely stamp of a horse.
Proper chasing type.
Real lovely stamp of a horse, and followed by, down there by number 8, Champers on Ice. He's interesting. I think might have been his target for some time, Champers on Ice. I like their other winner.
One of the last out, another of the greys, horse number 3, Arpege de Laine. Another one with festival form, albeit not winning festival.
Yeah, another big, strapping sort of chaser. This is a real big day for the amateurs, but when you look at who's riding in this, you look at the likes of Jamie Codd and Katie Walsh. You could barely call them amateurs.
The sun just beginning to dip behind the grandstands now. A little bit of cloud building up, but no sense that any of the atmosphere has gone away. We may have had the major races so far this afternoon, but they're still packing those stands over there, Paul.
Yeah, it's just such a wonderful sight. I mean, every bit of grass is taken here, and it's just become such a focal point for people, the Cheltenham Festival. It's just something you put in the diary every year, and you just don't want to miss it.
Cheltenham now bathed in a weak evening sunlight as we draw day 1 to a close. We've got 2 races to bring you this, and then finally the Close Brothers Novices Handicap Chase. So plenty more to enjoy here on Racing UK. A very warm welcome to the channel if you've just joined us. A Genie in a Bottle is the 4-1 favourite for this race with seconds to go till post time. Can Nicky Henderson make it a treble on day 1? Get off to the flying start of all time, 9-2. Beware the Bear, who we haven't given much attention to, Stephen. We need to.
Well, he's really progressive. He's won his last 2. He's stepping up in trip, we don't know, but he certainly wasn't stopping at the races at Ascot and Newbury. And again, touchwood, he's looked a pretty sound jumper today. I'm just thinking about this race, Nick, because it's gone through a change over the last few years, and it's getting better and better. And if it's, you look at last year's race when Minella Rocca beats Native River, both of which are running in the the Gold Cup on Friday. So we might see a very good horse here.
And if we are going to see a very good horse, which do you think it might be?
Well, there's a whole raft of horses here rated in the sort of low to mid 140s plus, most of them trying this trip for the first time. So I'm copying out the answer a bit, Nick, because I think there is a potential for something to really improve, because there's so many of them run. You know, a Genie Bottle runs like he'll stay. Arpeggios runs like he'll stay. They haven't tried it, but that might really be the making of them.
And whilst we mentioned one former Cheltenham Festival winner in Tiger Roll, we ought to mention the other, Martello Tower, who won the Albert Bartlett, which would be a more conventional route to this.
Well, he would, because that's obviously a stay-in race for hurdles. He's not been at his best recently over fences, and they got blinkers on today to wake him up, and he's always been a little bit of a character, I think.
The first of 3 Cheltenham Festival races restricted exclusively to the amateurs. Some rattling good ones here, and Mark Johnson to call them home.
The JT McNamara National Hunt Challenge Cup Amateur Riders Novices Chase, and towards the inside a Genie Bottle was away alertly, so too was Big Bad John, and also there is Missed Approach right in the firing line as they get over the first fence. They are all safely over, although Haymount just landed a little awkwardly at the back of the field as they go now towards fence number 2, and it's now Flintham, as it is wont, taking the front running role, and he goes clear over fence number 2. Champers on Ice hit that fence pretty hard. He is now last but one. Haymount is the back marker. Also, What a Moment is held up as they cross over the main track and go now towards fence number 3. Flintham will lead here by about a length and a half as they crossed over that to in second Ballycross. On the inside, Missed Approach is racing in third. Tiger Roll is in fourth. The yellow of Martello Tower is in fifth. Big Bad John on the inside in sixth. Bells and Banjos is in seventh, followed by Calais Mad, and then Kero, who's between horses. On the inside, a Gina Bottle. These are then being followed by Dancing Shadow as they go slightly downhill. On the inside, the dark blue colours of Beware the Bear. Racing alongside Arpege de Lean, and then after these, quite keen is Arbor de Vie, with on the inside Beware the Bear. Just shuffled back as they went around that turn. Ed Wolf is the one who's coming widest into the home straight as they go over fence number 4. Still Champers on Ice is the back marker. Last but one is What a Moment. Quite a short run now on towards the next. This will be the 5th, and it was Missed Approach who just had the lead over Flintham in second. A very bad mistake there by Beware the Bear. Beware the Bear made a bad mistake. The rider's lost an iron, Sam Whaley-Cohen. He's got one back. In fact, he lost both irons. He's now got the other iron back. That was a great piece of horsemanship by Sam Whaley-Cohen. Beware the Bear almost down and out at fence number 5. He's been shuffled right back now. He's only got about 3 or 4 behind him. Flintham takes them over the 6 to Missed Approach over in second position, and then in third is Tiger Roll, followed by Ballycross on the outside of Martello Tower, and then Big Bad John as they go over the fence, which will be the last in a couple of circuits. And so the field of 18 in the JT McNamara National Hunt Chase go out into the country for the first time. Flintham has got the lead over Missed Approach racing in second. Tiger Roll on the inside is in third. Out wide Ballycross is in fourth. Martello Tower is racing in fifth. Kero in sixth. Big Bad John is in seventh. Bells and Banjos is in eighth. Calais Mad is in ninth as they go over the uphill fence, at which Dancing Shadow was not fluent and Ed Wolf didn't get terribly high. Champers on Ice is still just about the back marker, and What a Moment is also towards the rear of the field and taken quite wide. They go down now towards fence number 9, the first in the back straight, and it will be Flintham who will lead here by about 3 parts of a length, and they are all safely over. Champers on Ice still the back marker. Being ridden along now is Dancing Shadow, who's blundered his way through the first mile of the race, and he's now dropped back to last but one. They go over the water jump. Flintham led. Missed Approach in second. Martello Tower was in third. Now the one who got 4 faults there was Haymount. He made the big splash in the water jump, and now they go towards the first ditch, which is going to be fence number 11. Flintham will lead. Stood a long way off that. A bad mistake by Martello Tower and a shuddering error by Tiger Roll, who may have been slightly put off by the error of Martello Tower just ahead of him. They go now towards a plain one, the 12th. Flintham, Missed Approach over in second. Martello Tower's over in third position. They're all safely over, although at the back of the field, once again, Dancing Shadow didn't get as high as many. Still very tightly grouped, however, all 18 of them still there as they make the dogleg turn. This is an open ditch. It will be the 13th. And as they come to it, it is Flintham who has got the lead for Michael Legg. Missed Approach over in second. Martello Tower was over in third. Arpege de Lean was just ridden away from that fence for the first time by multiple champion point-to-point jockey Will Biddick. So now they make the run down the hill. Just one fence to be taken on this section of the course. Flintham leads to Missed Approach racing in second. On the inside, Martello Tower, the Albert Bartlett winner a couple of years ago, he is in third position, followed by Ballycross, the dark blue, and then the 5 5-year-old Calais Mad in the all-green silks. Bells and Banjos towards the outside of Kero, and then towards the inside of Genia Bottle, who's going the shortest way. Jamie Card as they go now over the fence, taken down the hill. Flintham and Missed Approach were the first two. Ballycross not terribly high, and again landing very steeply with Champers on ice, and still being driven is Dancing Shadow in the hands of Sean Houlihan. So now they race on towards the home straight for the second time in the JT McNamara National Hunt Chase, and the leader Flintham and Missed Approach, these the first two, with Calais Mad and Zach Baker around there outside now, coming through to take third. Tiger Roll is travelling very powerfully on the inside in fourth position, and Ballycross is in fifth, and then on the inside making ground is Haymount as they get over that next fence, and again another mistake there by Champers on ice, and Martello Tower has been pulled up before that fence. Martello Tower is out of the race as they go over the fence, which will last in a circuit's time. Flintham blundered there at fence number 16. So they go towards the 17th now, and as they do so, it's Flintham back through on the inside of Missed Approach. These two just a head apart. It's Tiger Roll who's racing in third, Calais Mad is in fourth, Ballycross in fifth, Kero between horses in sixth, Haymount in seventh on the inside. Bells and Banjos was next, followed by Big Bad John, then Arpege Deline, the grey, making ground on the inside. Out wide is What a Moment, who's taken the scenic route throughout, then pushed along on the inside is Beware the Bear. He's followed by a Genia Bottle who's moved off the inside. Ed Wolf is next, followed by Arbor de Vie. After Arbor de Vie is Champers on ice as they took the next, and a bad mistake by Tiger Roll and a shuddering error by Champers on ice. They go now towards the water jump. This will be fence number 19, but still over a mile from home in the 4-miler. They go over the water, and it was Missed Approach, far more fluent than Flintham, who landed on all fours and gets a reminder now in second place. Back in the field, Bells and Banjos also gets a reminder. They go now towards an open ditch. Missed Approach just the leader, better again than Flintham, over in second place. Back in the field, Arbor de Vie was the one who made a slight error there. Now they go towards a plain one, fence number 21. Flintham, tenacious, coming back to more on the outside of Missed Approach. Still going well is Tiger Roll racing in third. Calais Mad around the outside. What a Moment, the red colours, is now beginning to check off rivals one by one. Ballycross is coming under a ride. Kero is next, followed by Bells and Banjos. Then Haymount towards the inside, Arpege Deline, and then Ed Wolf towards the outside, and he's now creeping into contention for Derek O'Connor as now they begin to make the run around the top of the hill. They've just got three more to take in a National Hunt Chase, and it's Flintham and Missed Approach. These two have been exchanging blows for 3 miles now to Tiger Roll, the Triumph winner back in 2014, and he's still tanking along on the inside for Lisa O'Neill. Calais Mad, the 5-year-old, is running huge. So too is What a Moment. Ed Wolf in the JP McManus hoops is also right there, and so too is Bells and Banjos as they go now towards the third from home. And as they rise at it, it was just Missed Approach who's now been joined by Tiger Roll, and Tiger Roll comes through to take the lead. Champers on ice has been pulled up, and the one who's gone on the flat there was Arbor de Vie, went sometime after the third last, so they're about to make the turn back towards home in the JT McNamara National Hunt Chase, and the leader now is Tiger Roll, but in the colours that JT McNamara rode so many times into the winner's circle. Ed Wolf is there pitching, and he has every chance for JP McManus. They take the second last. It was Tiger Roll who had the lead. He was more fluent than Ed Wolf, who stumbled on landing in second. Missed Approach is in third, and then Haymount is in fourth. They're over the final fence, and Tiger Roll and Lisa O'Neill are now clear. They've gone clear by about 10 lengths. Missed Approach is very, very tired. Arpege Deline is staying on. Ed Wolf has been pulled up on the run-in, but he's a dual winner now at the Cheltenham Festival, the Triumph in 2014, and now it is the National Hunt Chase for Tiger Roll. Missed Approach ran huge in second, been in the van throughout. Haymount got third, and in fourth, Arpege Deline.
Gordon Elliott is on a roll, and Tiger Roll has made it 3 on the opening day. 16-1, an extraordinary festival double for Tiger Roll, who was a 4-year-old 3 years ago, took the Triumph hurdle. That was a shock, this less so, but still he's returned at 16-1, and a red letter day for Lisa O'Neill, who rides her first festival winner. The son of Authorised, who had a busy autumn, was laid away for this, has come back and travelled like a dream. Ruby Walsh watched this race upsides us. 4 out, he said. Tiger Roll's doing a half speed. He'll win it from here. He was absolutely bang on, and Lisa is congratulated warmly by Jamie Codd, a 5-time winner around here. He knows what it feels like. We are keeping our fingers firmly crossed for Ed Wolf, who was pulled up very, very sharply on the run, and he looks to have broken down quite badly, and we will bring you news on him just as soon as we get it through. But this race, run in memory of the brilliant amateur, the late JT McNamara, has gone the way of a very promising one in Lisa O'Neill on the 7-year-old Tiger Roll. Extraordinary.
It was extraordinary the way how keen she was. She was tanking. He was tanking throughout the race, and he's really won this like a fresh horse. And I mean, it's a tremendous performance, and she's ridden loads and loads of winners to jockey elsewhere, but this will mean something a lot to ride one at the festival.
A dream day for Gordon Elliott, with so many of his big guns still to fire through the week.
Yeah, it's that tanking there. Seriously, it's every time you pick him up. I know, nearly fell. I said, every time you see the horse, it's pulling double over 4 miles. You think that it would cost him in the end, but not a bit of it.
The early part of the race was characterised by some significant errors from the eventually pulled up Champers on Ice, and also Beware the Bear, who Sam Whaley-Cohen did quite well to get round as far as he did.
Yeah, Stephen, I was saying during the race, probably never seen a horse make as many mistakes as Champers on Ice and not actually fall. He blundered his way around before he was eventually pulled up, and as you say, Beware the Bear, a significant one early on in the race, but apart from that one mistake, the winner was okay from there on in, and you kind of, maybe a mile out, the horse was going that well, you're thinking, well, he's almost going too well to get home.
Yeah.
But as he just carried on going like it into the race, it was just a case, as long as he saw it out, he was going to win because he powered for it.
Yeah.
It was a glorious festival last year for Joseph O'Brien, who supervised Ivanovic Gorbatov's triumph in the Triumph Hurdle. I'm afraid Ed Wolf, his gallant run has come to a really unfortunate end here, and we'll bring you news just as soon as we get it, and whatever fate befalls that horse, because he'd run a fine race to that point.
He ran an absolutely fine race, he really had, and he was the only horse giving Tiger, giving the winner a run for his money, and he certainly didn't deserve what looks to have befallen him.
That is a huge run in second from Mr. Approach, who looked a promising horse at various stages through his career. He's not put it together this season, but in the headgear for Warren Greatrex and Noel McParlin, he's run a mighty race for second at 50-1, and Haymout for Willie and Patrick Mullins has finished third. But this is a man who has barely been off our screens today. Gordon Elliott, with a hat-trick on day one, is with Stuart.
Gordon Elliott with me. Congratulations, Gordon. This has turned out to be quite a day, hasn't it?
Someday, yeah. We knew if the ground dried out for this horse, I liked him, you know. He's a Triumph Hurdle winner. He's won here twice. He'd never been moving as well at home. And if you watch the rerun in the race, you gave him some ride because he had both fences, like, you know. She gave him a great ride. Fair play to her. Listen, she's a big part of our team, and I'm delighted for her now. She's a star.
There aren't many horses that complete the Triumph Hurdle 4-mile double at the Cheltenham Festival.
No, it's brilliant. Unbelievable. I can't believe it now. Trained 3 winners on the first day. I trained 3 winners last year. I said if I'd won this year I'd be delighted. So I trained 3 now in the first day. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It'll take a while to sink in.
It's a credit to the staff I have at home, and the owners I have, and the horses I have. It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
makes all the hard work worthwhile.
It's brilliant. Yeah, brilliant.
Congratulations.
Tiger Roll has just added to his festival tally. He won the Triumph Hurdle. He's now won the JT McNamara National Hunt Chase in the hands of Lisa O'Neill. Now, Gordon said just before the off, she's very lucky for you.
She is. I mean, she won the Munster National for us back in October with Thunder and Roses. But she's a superb pilot. She works in the office for Gordon in Cullentraw. Lovely girl. I mean, she's tiny. But you see the way, I mean, he really enjoyed, Tiger Roll loved it. He was there rolling along for her, you know, and he has his own way of doing things. But she's a very talented young jockey. She's great.
And Michael, they're very well matched, aren't they? Because he isn't the biggest, is he?
He's not the biggest, and he has his own ideas about the game. You know, he won a Triumph Hurdle, as you said here, 2-3 years ago. And he's won a couple of decent races over fences. But, you know, I think she gave him a peach of a ride. He was always there, third or fourth. He was loving it, just bowling along. And, I mean, I thought JP was going to do his turning in. Ed Wolf clearly ran very well. But delighted for Lisa, and a great day for Gordon. 3 winners on the first day.
Superb day for Gordon. He was giving positive vibes about Tiger Roll in the days preceding this.
Well, Gordon's an optimist, and I'm a pessimist. Gordon gives positive vibes about nearly everything he runs. But he's been vindicated today. I mean, what a day to win 2 Grade 1s and one of the handicaps. It's been a great day, I think, for the whole team. And you see with Gordon and the team, like how involved they all are, and they're delivering the results today. They're having a great day.
And great to win this race, running the memory of that great amateur JT McNamara.
Yeah, I mean, look, everybody misses John Thomas. He bestrode this place. The Fox Hunters was an annual ritual between himself and Enda Bulger. And it's an honour and a privilege to win any race named after him.
And how about you? This is a lovely setup for the rest of the week when you've got some key horses running for you.
I genuinely don't know what to do for the rest of the week now. Normally I start getting very nervous by about Thursday evening. We can't find a winner anyway. Now we've bounced 2 in on the first day. I think I should fly home because it's not going to get any better than this. We should get out now while we're ahead.
Great stuff. I'm sure there'll be more. Well done.
I hope so. Thank you very much. Well done.
A delighted Michael O'Leary and an equally delighted Lisa O'Neill wreathed in smiles as she rides the winner of the race named after one of the great amateurs, JT McNamara. She salutes the crowd coming in on Tiger Roll, making it 3 on the day for Gordon Elliott. A horse who tanked through this race and put all his superior pace to best use. And Tiger Roll wins. News on Ed Wolf to follow. Here are the SPs.
Yeah, many congratulations to Gordon Elliott, Lisa O'Neill, Jigginstown. Tiger Roll, a dual festival winner, completing a 1900 to 1 treble on the first day for Gordon Elliott. 16 to 1 was the returned SP after LeBake was 25 to 1 in the Supreme, and Apple's Jade 7 to 2 in the OLBG Mares Hurdle. Missed Approach ran an absolute belter from the front at 50 to 1, 3 lengths in arrears. Haymount was third, ran on really strongly at 33 to 1. A Genie in a Bottle was the unplaced favourite. He finished 5th after being worked at some way from home. Really did stick on to his credit. All 18 ran in the National Hunt Chase.
There is a steward's inquiry. It won't affect the result. We'll bring you news on that as soon as we get it through. Early points to note. Champers on Ice belted 2 and was on the back foot from the outset. Now, cast your eye to the immediate right, 2/3 of the way back. That's Beware the Bear. He looked to jump it okay, but jumped into the back of the eventual 5th placed horse, and he bounces Sam Whaley-Cohen out of the saddle, and he does quite well to get his irons back. It wasn't really a fluent round after that.
No, he was never, ever finding his rhythm after that, and he was to last as long as he did.
And Mr. Approach was always up there on the sharp end.